Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your third half. Can we have a big reverend welcome for our friends from Birmingham Moseley, please? Well, that's probably the most frustrating game I've watched down here this year. But we got the right result in the end, and the players never gave up. It would have been very easy for the heads to go down when the kick-off didn't go 10 metres. But true to spirit, they kept going, and 54 minutes and 47 seconds for a second half. I think that's a record this year. But a 21-20 win. Big round of applause for the players, please. So we're now going to do the chairman's choice. So to kick things off, I'll ask Rotherham Titans chairman Nick Cragg to come up and tell us about his choice for man of match for Moseley in Birmingham.
Hi everybody. Firstly, can I extend my warmest welcome on behalf of everybody to Moseley, a fantastic club. Formed in 1873, 146 years old with a fantastic history. Halcyon days of the 1960s, 70s, 80s, huge numbers of internationals, provided a great club, and we're honoured to have them here today. So let's hear it for Moseley. You might think that my man of the match could have been Ryan Roach, having scored the 3 tries. This might be a mark of Moseley because we've had 7 tries scored against us over the last 2 games, all coming from hookers. Adam Cave scored the 4 that were scored against us down at Moseley. But, you know, it must be heartbreaking for Moseley. We've got Colin Osborne here tonight, and he's done a great job of getting them back on the track, I think. And Colin is known to Alan McHale. They played at Coventry College together, him 12 and Alan at 10, and he says he was a great player. He went on to coach Zimbabwe, and he was the skills coach for Harlequins for many years. So a warm welcome to Colin.
Welcome, Colin.
So it could have been the hooker, but it isn't. It could have been the 12. I thought played very well. 13 also. It could have been the 7, but actually it's the second row, I think, that won the game for them. And the man.
You wish you had.
Well, sorry. The second row that nearly won the game for them, in so much as he got those balls out of the line out to make those tries, and he did well round the field. Obviously, getting sent off at the death might have not been the most edifying of accomplishments for him, but nonetheless, he's my man of the match. Could you please welcome to Lewis Bean, please?
Just want to say thanks Rotherham for hosting us. Real tight game. Just want to say, great effort from both teams, but it's rugby at the end of the day, and a massive thanks to Rotherham again. Cheers.
You're welcome.
Could I ask Glenn Barlow from Birmingham Moseley to come and tell us about the Rotherham man of the match, please?
Thanks a lot. Firstly, if I can say just thank you very much for the hospitality. It's been wonderful. I guess you guys weren't too happy to be relegated at the end of last season from us at Moseley. It was great to know we were going to renew friendships here at Rotherham. It's always been one of our favourite away trips, I think. Never sure that's for the rugby or for the pies that everybody loves coming up here for, though. Interesting game today. Tough for both sides. I think neither side probably could play the game they really wanted to due to circumstances. A tough decision, I think, for to be made for a man of the match. As I think it was very much a team effort that won the game for you. Hard to pick anybody out. There was about 5 or 6 players we could sort of suggested, but we've gone for your fullback, Callum Irvin, as the winner today.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, like you said, it could have gone either way. And yeah, hats off to our forwards because that try looked great from where I was stood. So. Cheers. Thanks again for your support and see you next week.
Oh, right. I'm dry January, so you can do it.
So as tradition, pint of ale. So you count down, lads. On the go. 3, 2, 1, go. And we got Joe Barker around. Big round of applause for your coach, Joe Barker, please.
Hello. Well, flipping heck, what a game, eh? What a finish. I'll go from the start. I think Moseley played the game very well to their strengths, and I think we struggled with it at first. I think up front they took us on, and fair play to them. I think it was 3 more tries, and that's a big strength of theirs that we knew, and we tried to go back at them with that, but. Fair play, they were very strong up front and they took us on there and they capitalised on where we couldn't handle it, and credit to them, and they were very strong there. Well, obviously our boys, we needed to handle it a little bit better in certain areas. There was a lot of errors, a lot of penalty count that we should have handled and put them into them scenarios. We could have been a lot better in defence, and then when we were in attack, I think when we actually got going, I think we actually played some good rugby, and when we got a lot of ball movement done and we got speed of ball, we actually played the rugby we wanted to do. But credit to them again, they slowed us down in a lot of areas, and we struggled to get going. But yeah, we were underneath the sticks when they'd scored that try, and I said, lads, let's try and stop this lad from kicking the points, and I get our quick lads into him. And I said, let's get back at him. I think we had 2 minutes. I asked the ref 2 or 3 minutes, and I said, we'll get the ball back and we'll go at him. And I believed that these lads could come back at him with 6 points, and I believed that Ellis would have kicked him. And credit to them, they had the belief underneath the sticks to come back and do it. And it takes a lot of character in young lads to come back and do that. It was a tough match, and a lot of stuff didn't go our way, and we didn't perform at our best at all. And credit to Moseley on putting us in that situation. But to have that go for 78 minutes, and then have the character to come back from underneath your sticks to then score those points on the 90th minute or whatever it was, and then to be able to score that try, and then Ellis to probably not do anything for a while, and then have to be put under that pressure to kick the kick. That's a lot of pressure, and all the credit goes to those boys, and there was never a panic underneath the sticks, and we spoke to each other saying that we can still do this even though there's 3 minutes left and we have to score the try and kick the points. And if we have that belief, we can always get a little bit further. Well done to the lads, well done to Moseley, and we'll move on to next week now, and we'll take each week as it comes, and as long as we've got that character and that belief in us, we can go as far as we want to go. So thank you.
now like to bring Colin Osborne, the coach of Birmingham Moseley, up to say a few words, please.
Good afternoon all. Thank you very much, Rotherham. A terrific game of rugby. From my point of view, the first group I want to thank is the people who've travelled up from Birmingham, the Moseley supporters. Outstanding. They were very, very vocal. We could hear them. And trust me, your support is hugely appreciated. In terms of the game, inevitably we are very, very disappointed in the outcome. However, one of the things I've tried to instill since I've been involved is don't focus on the outcome, focus on the process. And I think what we have over the last X weeks shown that when we do that and we stick to what we say we're going to do, we're a difficult side to play against. We have some very good young players. The trouble is with young players, as you all know, they're still learning, and so there are going to be mistakes. And what we have to do is make sure that those mistakes aren't too costly. But I think we play a good brand of rugby, and they're totally committed to it. And hopefully, the results will come if we get all the processes in the right order. It's very easy to focus on the last minute, because that's what we typically will remember. But the reality is, from our point of view, or certainly from my point of view, the game could have been dead and buried a long time before that. So in our review, it's not about what happened in the last X seconds, minutes, hours, whatever it was. Look at the whole context of the game and where did we let ourselves down. It's nobody else's fault but ourselves. We've got to look at ourselves, see what we could have done better. We had opportunities, and I suppose if there's a lesson that's come out of it, if you're not clinical in taking your opportunities, then those opportunities will pass you by. And we will look at that on Tuesday and start all over again. But thank you so much for your hospitality. Thank you, Moseley supporters. Fantastic day. Well played. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Colin. Let's hope you can turn it round, because we want you in this league. So good luck for the rest of the season, Colin, and everybody from Birmingham Moseley. The 50-50 wasn't claimed earlier on, but we have now found the winner. So would Martin Gabriel like to come in and receive his money, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, after shouting it out about 1 million times and not checking my own tickets until I sat down in the clubhouse and I found out it was me. Good things do come to them that try, but I'm stood up. But as a gentleman as I am putting the money back into the community foundation. So thank you very much.
As one of the trustees, thank you very much, Martin. It really is appreciated, and it will go to good use. Now I'd like to bring Director of Rugby, Martin Jenkinson, forward to tell you about the December Man of the Month, please. Player of the Month. Martin Jenkinson.
Thank you, John. As has already been said, but it can't be said enough, thank you to Moseley for making the trip up today. Moseley are a proper rugby club, always been a top rugby club, and always a joy to entertain them here at Clifton Lane. A good day's rugby. I don't know about the players, I think we're all shattered with how it unfolded at the end. Right, but I'm here to look back at December. December was a good month for us. I think we won every game in December, and particularly December was when our forward game came together, and in a couple of games our scrummaging was outstanding. It's always difficult to single out one player, but I think most people would agree that December's player of the month is Dan Richardson.
good month.
Well, first of all, thank you very much. I really appreciate this. We've had a really good month in December. I think any one of the team could win it, so I think I was just the lucky one to get it. So hopefully it carries on into the new year, and hopefully we win a lot more games and eventually go up, which we're hoping to do. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. So that rounds things off for today. Away next week at Sale. Get over there, support the guys, give them some loud vocal encouragement. Let's get another win. And we're back down here in 2 weeks where we'll do it all again. Thank you for your support. Have a safe journey home. Thank you.